Welcome to the talk. On the program this week, we are continuing with our discussion of people with albinism. Last week, we had Brenda on the program where she unpacked quite a number of issues that people with albinism face on a day-to-day basis. And for them, yes, despite the struggles, they say life has to go on. And one thing that she confirmed last week, despite the fact that Zimbabwe is said to be having 39,000 plus people living with albinism, people with albinism actually, and they are accorded to people with disability. And Brenda last week was saying, we are not disabled, we are just different. And this week on the program, to start off, I have Immaculate Chipunza. Immaculate, welcome to the talk.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I want you to share with us your journey from the time that you started knowing that I am Immaculate, being a person with albinism. How has it been?
When I recognize that I am a person living with albinism at primary level, at school, I learn in the rural areas at Andina Primary. At school, people first discriminate me. They don't want to talk to me, don't want to eat my food. This was so hurting me. I could say, am I a human being or am just an animal? At school, I was not able to see at the blackboard. So when I get up and want to be close to the board, student would say some words. Immaculate, musope, ukuti varidzira musope, even when I was at grade 7, when I wrote my grade 7, I managed to pass well. And other students,
grades mangani?
14 units. And other students say, it was a favor from Zimsek. Why Immaculate? Why this person? Kukundwa ne musope. No, people don't believe that we can do everything. We are all humankind. The difference is only the skin color. So I keep telling myself that I am a human being. I am able to do everything. My parents would encourage me, Immaculate, our child, do everything. Do even household works. And I managed to do everything at home and at school. People, when they see me, but Immaculate is a human being, and kuchikoro ndaifarira kuita masports and yes. But vanhu vaikona kuti mhanya uyo and ndati ndikamhanya ndikakunda muno but ndakundwa nemusope what's this, and they say nditori human being like you, I am able to do everything. At secondary level ndakadzidza parukweza high school.
Yes.
Mateachers mamwe aisanzwisa the condition and they say, Immaculate, people munhu ane albinism kuchikoro unonga uchitarisirwa pasi uchinzi uri dofo and the stuff, but inini ndoda kutenda Mwari kuti vakandipa pfungwa kuchikoro ndaibudirira ndainzwisawo zviri nani. And maticha
Are you okay? Well, it's never easy to be telling stories, especially when one faces a lot of stigma. We'll just give Immaculate a breather and then we'll continue with our discussion. Immaculate is actually 26 years old, and just imagine she is still breaking down due to whatever was done to her when she was in primary school. So this is really a challenge, a wake-up call to all of us at the moment. Whenever we encounter a child, or you have a friend, you have a classmate who has albinism in class, and you are excluding them, you are being rude to them, the impact, the effects to their own well-being, we can see like from Immaculate. So ndoda kuti find out from you, how did you then rise up above zvese izvozvo zvanga zvichiitika?
Ndakazouya kuno kuHarare ndikazoenda kumaorganization. Ndaenda kumaorganization ndakaona kuti no, I'm not only one but we are many, and they vaindiudza zvavanoita, zvavakasimuka, kuti kana uine skin yakaita so, you can be anyone, you can be whom you want to be in your future. So I told myself that I wanted to be a police officer or a soldier. So I managed not to pass my O level, and I tried by all means to rewrite, and ndakabva ndafoira ndikati no, I want to be a police officer. That was my passion in life. And I saw some of the police, I talked, and ndauya muno muHarare ndakazotanga kuita security guard. Ndaita security guard, the training was not easy. And we did the drill, we did the road run. It was not easy, but ndakangozoti no, naMwari, I want to achieve, I want to be a police officer. And ndashanda ku-security guard, ndobva ndasiya nekuda kwezvikonzero zvakaita ndisiye, ndasiya ndobva ndati then ndobva ndaenda kunoita futi security guard kune imwe company. But ndasvika ikoko, the HR there hana kunditambira zvakanaka. Then I said, but pafirst company ndakanyatsoshanda zvakanaka, even the training ndakapula sevamwe tikaita zvese zvakanaka. Ndikabva azonditambira mukuru manager ipapo, ndobva ndaita training iyoyo, ndobva ndapedza ndobva ndashanda. But the training was not easy. Then ndakashanda, and pandaishandira, the working condition per second company was not good for me, because I used to work at the sun, of which I, as a person living with albinism, sun is our major enemy. We are not exposed to sun for many hours. So ndapedza izvozvo ndakazoenda kunoita inonzi NFC bookkeeping nestores kunational rehabilitation kuRowa. Then ndakaona kuti ingakutone vamwe vangu vamwe vane madisability vane albinism, the environment there at Ruwa was good. And ndakapasa macourses angu. Then ndakazouya futi muHarare muno ndikazotanga kutsvaga mabasa. Pandaitsvaga mabasa ndakasangana nemachallenges akawanda mukutsvaga basa. I remember ndichienda pane imwe shop, zvikanzi tingaemploya munhu ane albinism musope pano, our clients avazombotenga our products, and the staff vachitaura
uchitozvinzwa.
Yes. Ndakaenda kumakambani akawanda ndichiita mainterviews. Pamwe pacho unogona kutoti uchipinda in the interview room wotokutarisa kuti tikamutora panapa wotonzi hapana basa, but basa uchinyatsoona kuti basa riripo. Nekuda kwekuti uri munhu anorarama neusopi, unongoonzi hapana zvaunokwanisa kuita. But I want to thank God kuti now Harare Municipal Police Officer. It was not easy again to become a Harare Municipal Police Officer. Ndakafesa machallenges akawanda, but I want to thank the city of Harare. Ndoda kutenda futi Mwari kuti now vanhu vakutoona kuti these people, the difference is only the skin color, not the mind, but only the skin color.
So kana uri police officer, are people listening to you? Zvokuti Brenda vanototi hai musaita izvi vachiteerera, iwo basa rako unenge uchiita chii on a day to day basis?
Now iripo police officer is to protect council property, and nekuona kuti pauri kushandira pane order here, hapana mbavha here dziri kuuyapo. But pandoshandira nawo, people are understanding me and people want to know more about albinism. Munhu akandiona ndiri paworkplace akutoti ndine hama yangu, ndine mwana vangu, takutotanga kutoumba ukama kubva ipapo.
Ndoda zvakare kunzwa Brenda kuti sorry Immaculate, panyaya dzema-sexual and reproductive health issues young girls like you, zvakamira sei pamuri as girls with albinism?
Sevasikana vanorarama neusope zvakaoma pakuti kuve neserious relationship, kutonzi vaita wedding, varoorwa zvakanaka, zvafamba zvakanaka, zvinonetsa nekuti mukomana anogona kukuda iye but ozotya kuti hama, shamwari. And I remember this other guy angange ari serious.
Smile yako iyo.
Akaudzwa kunzi no, ukaroora munhu ane albinism, 1 haaite vana, number 2 disappear during the night. Then the guy say, handichatoroora nekuda kuti atoudzwa kutonzi disappear. But izvi hazvisiri izvo, kutaura kwevanhu but hachisi chokwadi.
Mainzi disappear, hanzi muchiendepi?
Hanzi we are ghost people. Saka hatizoziva but
Immaculate. So ndruda kuita find out from you. This guy akabhanzi nefamily yake, aiwa Immaculate hauchakwanisi kumuroora because anogona kudisappear. Immaculate anogona kutadza kukupa mwana. Zvachinja here in terms of having my relationships or still uchiri kungofesa maproblems iwayo?
Maproblems achingoripo, and now I'm just praying kuti maybe Mwari kana vadawo, asi Mwari kana vasina kutendera, I will just live alone.
So do you think kana takata iwayo ma-challenges iwayo, if you are living uri munhu anenge aine albinism, zvingatoite easy kuti uwane munhu ane albinism as your partner than munhu asina?
Hazvingaita easy kuti ane albinism varoorane vese vane albinism. Nekuti masunscreen anodhura, tisozoti masunscreen ababa, masunscreen amai. Zvinonetsa.
But maybe inenge iriyo way yekuti titi tiri kumove away from all this stigma inenge ichiuya.
Ipapo
pakaoma. Saka ini ndakuda kutarisa kuti iwewe Immaculate, how you relate iye zvino wakura compared to zvawaita uri mudiki, my friends, working, last week tainzwa na Brenda. How did you associate with those? Your networking, how is it now?
Now it was kusocialize nevanhu kwavanyore, nekuti ndakazviudza kuti no, ndiri musopi kunze kweganda, kuva ganda ndo usopi, noti kuti pfungwa dzangu kana kuti zvandoita nezvandoda kuva inini ramangwana rangu hazvikwanisi hazviite kuti zvindikanganise. Shamwari anoda kutaura neni, kutamba neni, tinotaura tese, totamba tese, asingadiwo inini hangu ndogara ndasiya.
Ndodazve kunzwa like mama kana uri kutaura navo pavakakudhilivha vakamboita machallenges here?
Isusu takazvarwa tiri matwins, inini netwin brother. Mutwin wangu ane black skin. Saka patakazvarwa nawo vanhu vakatoshamisikawo zvisho kutota umwe mublack umwe muchena sei. But I love my parents kuti vakatitambira tese, vakati vana vedu. So kumhuri kwangu takagara tine mufaro, ende masunscreen ndaitengerwa, masunheads, malong sleeved, zvese ndaitirwa nekuti vakabva vatsvaga information kuti munhu ane usopi anochengetwa sei, anoda zvipi, haadi zvipi, vakabva vonzwa kunzi haadi zuva. So ndiri kumba ndaisatomboenda pazuva.
Saka mashoko ako okupedzisira vari kuona chirongwa, tiri kutarisa vanhu vemucommunity, vamwe mastudents vanenge vaina mafriends avo vanenge aine albinism, mashoko ako aungavapa ndekuti chii?
ndoda kuti munhu asatarisire pasi vanhu vane usopi, uye kana tasvika kumabasa kwenyu tichitsvaga mabasa tipei mabasa sevanhu vanorarama neusopi, muona kuti tinozvigona.
Well, we will continue with this discussion after the break. On the program now, I'm joined by Nokutenda Muzuva. Nokutenda was actually a contestant at the Miss Albinism Zimbabwe. And what I want to find out from you is what motivated you to actually join Miss Albinism?
Thank you. I joined Miss Albinism because it provides me with a bigger platform that I wanted to inspire other girls who spend all the day thinking that they are just meant for marriages or they are just meant for selling tomatoes, like best feeding. I want them to see that there is a bigger world than what they have right now.
Are you doing that now?
Yeah, I'm not yet there. I'm just trying to get there, finding ways in which I can get there. But right now, yeah, this is one of the platforms.
I was talking to Brenda, and I also spoke to Immaculate. I want to find out one issue with you, the issue of starting relationships. And when I'm talking about starting relationships, I'm looking at boy-girl relationships as a young girl with albinism. How easy is it? Share us your experiences.
I have bitter experiences when it comes to start a relationship with
Bitter?
Because you were walking the streets and you met a guy, and this guy is shouting like, hey, asana mboita musikana akaita sewe saka ndofana kutodanana newe. Or someone may just say, ndanakirwa nezvakaita ganda rako saka ndiri kutoda ndiwe first musikana akadai so. So it will be difficult, like I can't go in a relationship with this guy. So for me, I think it would be better if I stand alone rather than to have someone who just wants me because I'm the first girl.
Yes, they want to experiment.
Exactly. Sort of. They want to experiment with me. So I decided to stay alone. Because at one point, I remember last year when I was coming from school, I was doing national certificate in accounting. So I was coming from school and I met this guy. We talked, we were walking, and the guy was like, the guys in your school, are they even talking to you? And I said, yes. Zvikanzi, inini ndingatokubatsira padambudziko irororo kutondinyeberera kana uchiti vanotaura newe. Then I was like, why do you think that? Because vanhu vane ganda rakaita serenyiri mune problem yekudiwa nevanhu. Vanhu vanongogara vari vega, saka vandati kunochifamba wega, it means you are alone, you don't have a boyfriend, they don't even recognize you. Then I said, no, it's because I don't like all of the guys who are at my college. I will look for my own partner, the one that I want, and you are not the one that I want. And he was like, no, I'm trying to help you because you have to have someone to talk to in your life. Like he was trying to explain himself. And then I was like, no, get away from me because you don't qualify in my league.
So does it mean, because talking to you, to Immaculate, to Brenda, it's a struggle to have a relationship when you have albinism? Kune vari kutoroorwa here vane albinism pamunotaura navo on a day-to-day basis? Because for me, what's really worrying is the level of stigma that is out there, that is in our communities, that us who've got our normal skin are actually perpetuating towards people with albinism. Muneva muri kuziva here, since you interact? vari kuroorwa, or it becomes a struggle, or munhu anogona kukuroora izvo ari kungoda kuexperimenta futi ozodhivhoswa, zvinofamba sei?
In my community I think I've talked to 2 or 3 ladies who are married. They say that their marriage, they are fine. So we may say the majority. It's difficult to get married, but they are the minority who are married and who are happy.
And as a young Noku, did you face any stigma? Iwewe pachako, tomboti uri kuprimary.
Yeah, I did face a lot of challenges when I was in primary school. When I joined primary school in 2000, children didn't talk to me. So they always try to bully me. Like taking my food. When you go to those games we are playing or we are running, they just push you. But ever since I was young, I've never been this person to be pushed around. I would then fight back. So there was this teacher when I was in grade 3. She didn't like me from the start because she just took our class. She just hated me. She removed me from group 1. You know, when you have to sit in the front so that you can really be able to see. She told me to sit at the back. And she told me that I'm a thief. And and I was like, wow. Then I was stubborn. I don't want to lie about that. I was very, very stubborn. So I had to go in front of other children with my height, and my height was this big veranda. Then I was standing in front of them. When they go, hey, I'm so paid. I then took my book and placed it on the board where and my teacher would be like, yeah, get out from my class. You don't want other kids. Then I'll be like, you removed me from the seat. I was just retaliating for what she was doing to me. Then they come this day, she told me that I stole a pen from this guy. I think this was an emotional story that
they created it.
Yeah. So she threw me out of the class. I spent the whole week without entering the class. And at home, I was this child who would not report anything. My mom would hear from my brother because I had a brother who was in grade 7. So I just go to school, spend the whole day playing, then come back home. Until the headmaster saw me. And he called me and asked me why I'm not entering class. Then I said, my teacher told me that I stole a pen, and I didn't steal the pen because I had my new one. And the guy, she's blaming me for stealing his pen. He doesn't even know how to write his name. So my headmaster was like, oh. Then he took me to the class and asked the teacher what had happened. And my teacher explained. And the headmaster was like, no, she didn't steal the pen because in the community, they view us as innocent people. I don't know why. So my headmaster was like, she can't be a thief. She doesn't steal, she's innocent. And then my teacher was, no, I won't teach her. Then I said, I just answered her back. And I said, I don't even care. And she hated me, I think, for the whole grade because of that story. But later on, she ended up loving me because she realized I was just reacting to what she was doing to me.
So what would be your parting words to Zimbabweans, mainly when we are looking at the issue of people with albinism?
To the Zimbabweans, I want to say to everyone who is around there, if you see me, don't think that I'm innocent. I'm a human being like you. I can do everything that you can do. And to all those young girls and young people who have albinism, and to those who have friends and relatives, I want to tell you to be confident about your friend, confident about yourself. Say whatever you want. Be free to talk, be free to do anything, because there are some situations that you arrived at a gathering or at school and other kids are just staring at you because you don't look like them. Normally, we are very rare to find. When you arrived at school, I'm the only one when we arrive in my community, I'm the only one. But don't mind that. Just go there with your head held high.
Well, that's all we had for you this week. I'm sure it is a challenge to most of us. It is a wake-up call. When we see a relative, when we see a community member, a child who has albinism, we had the challenges that they do face. We even saw how Immaculate was breaking down. It does impact on them. Food for thought for all of us. Until next week, goodbye.